Welcome back, XRP and Stellar community. We have breaking news that could reshape the payments landscape. Stellar XLM has officially partnered with PayPal to bring PayPal's stablecoin, PYUSD, into the Stellar blockchain. This is not just another corporate partnership. It represents the convergence of one of the largest payment processors in the world with one of the most utility-driven blockchains in the ISO 20022 ecosystem. Denell Dixon, CEO of the Stellar Development Foundation, confirmed that PayPal dollar users will now gain access to financial services that are already thriving on Stellar. This marks a defining moment, as it highlights the difference between Ripple and Stellar. While Ripple and XRP focus on banks, central banks, and wholesale settlements, Stellar's focus has always been on retail and payments processors like PayPal. The decision for PayPal Dollar to integrate with Stellar instead of another blockchain isn't random. PayPal is not a bank. It is a retail payments processor. Most PayPal transactions happen between consumers or from consumers to businesses. That is Stellar's domain, and this integration is an exact fit. PayPal Dollar is joining an ecosystem where stablecoins, remittances, and microtransactions thrive. And this partnership signals the beginning of a deeper alignment between traditional payment platforms and Stellar's blockchain. Over the past year, Stellar has quietly amassed an incredible network of partnerships. Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, and Stripe are now aligned with Stellar. Think about what that means. Visa and MasterCard control the backbone of global card payments. Stripe is one of the largest payment processors for online businesses and platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and now PayPal, with hundreds of millions of users worldwide, is bringing its stablecoin to Stellar. This lineup alone could turn Stellar into the de facto payment blockchain of the future once regulation settles. As of today, XLM trades around 35 cents, consolidating above strong support. While the broader crypto market shows mixed momentum, Stellar remains firmly inside the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap. The price movement may look quiet, but behind the scenes, Stellar is aligning itself with some of the most powerful institutions in the world. These are the kinds of developments that don't always show up on charts right away, but they build the foundation for future exponential growth. Denell Dixon emphasized that Stellar's role is to provide access, interoperability, and trust in retail payments. At the same time, we're seeing major institutions like Societe Generale, Paxos, Novatti, and Decta issue regulated stablecoins directly on Stellar. These are not small players. They are banks, fintechs, and global companies recognizing Stellar's capacity to provide regulated, cross-border stablecoin infrastructure. This alignment with MiCA compliance and ISO 20022 messaging standards means that Stellar is not just another blockchain. It is a regulated financial rail being prepared for institutional use. Looking at 2023, Stellar also achieved another milestone by supporting the EURS, one of the first digital euro projects. While it is not yet the official CBDC of the European Union, EURS is one of the earliest euro-backed digital assets, and Stellar has been designed to host it. This means that Europe's future digital currency, if it chooses to leverage Stellar, could ride directly on the blockchain rails that Stellar has already tested. The implications are massive. If the Euro CBDC integrates with Stellar, then an entire continent could run payments on this network. When you think about the progression, it's clear. Ripple's XRP ledger dominates wholesale banking, central banks, and cross-border settlements at scale. Stellar, the little brother of XRP, is positioning itself as the blockchain for retail, stablecoins, remittances, and consumer payments. Together, they form complementary roles in the ISO 20022 ecosystem, and both are steadily carving out their place in the future of finance. We also need to consider the timing. Regulation is coming. The United States is preparing to advance its market structure bills. Europe has already rolled out MiCA compliance, and with ISO 20022 migration accelerating, the global payment system is standardizing for interoperability. Stellar sits right in the middle of this transformation. It already has the partnerships, the integrations, and the regulatory alignment. What is waiting for now is clarity and adoption at scale. The crypto market as a whole is consolidating. Bitcoin trades around $111,000, Ethereum around $4,300, and XRP around $2.83. Sunday trading has once again shown curious inflows of capital, even when banks and institutions are closed. This signals that the market is preparing for bigger moves as we head into key macroeconomic events. But while traders watch daily price swings, Stellar is building something far more lasting. The price action today is just noise compared to the infrastructure being laid down for tomorrow. Another important detail is that Stellar is not only attracting retail payment processors, but also institutional support. By aligning with regulated stablecoin issuers and banks, Stellar ensures that it will remain compliant as the global financial system shifts into digital rails. Danielle Dixon has been clear that Stellar's mission is inclusion, bringing access to those underserved by traditional banks. But what makes this mission powerful now is that giants like PayPal, Visa, and MasterCard see the value in plugging into Stellar's blockchain to serve their customers more efficiently. Imagine what happens when millions of PayPal users around the world start moving funds with PayPal Dollar on Stellar. Cross-border remittances could become instant, fees could be slashed, and billions in volume could flow daily through XLM's network. Pair that with the potential launch of the digital euro on Stellar, and you start to see the outlines of a retail payment infrastructure that can rival traditional banking rails. Looking ahead, Stellar is in a position to surge once clarity and regulation are fully in place. Retail adoption through PayPal, institutional support through regulated stablecoins, and potential CBDC integration in Europe all point to a stronger role for XLM in the global economy. The token may not yet reflect this utility in its price, but history shows us that once utility becomes obvious, revaluation follows. For now, XLM holders should pay attention to these developments. The partnerships being announced today are not random. They're setting the foundation for Stellar's long-term relevance. PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, Stripe, regulated stablecoins, and digital euros all converge on Stellar. That is not coincidence. That is strategy. So while today the market may only see 35 cents, the bigger picture is forming. Stellar is no longer just a secondary player. It is becoming an essential component of the new financial system, complementing XRP and the broader ISO 20022 ecosystem. The story of Stellar is just beginning, and with PayPal Dollar now live on its blockchain, the momentum is undeniable. And before we wrap up, let me remind you that we're also on Instagram, where I share daily updates and community curiosities about XRP. So if you want to stay in the loop anytime, make sure to follow me there. Also, in the links I've got in the bio, you can check out my book about XRP, either through Hotmart or by simply searching for it on Amazon. And if you want to take things a step further and be part of the inner community, you can become a channel member. That way you'll get early access to the videos I upload, plus a few exclusive rewards made just for members.